And the other thing also is to know that we are one government. There are a lot of ministers here. We can't. But as much as we hear about people coming, investors and everybody bringing them, we haven't realized much of it. Of course, some of the investments have been done in the way some investors have been encouraged, and a lot of things are happening, but there are very key investments that we must see happen. And I'm saying that for the Minister of Mines, especially as we respect to the Putu mine. We're now going to put the Vice President completely in charge of that to make sure that our Putu mine, and not just that we want for it to happen, we avoid pitfalls, because we're not going to take our resources and put them to the hands of people who are not going to perform, people who are going to front.
Laws are all on the books. 2 months ago, I was in one office, sitting with the owner of the office. Then outside the office, I saw one.
Ministry of Transport is the only statutory body in the Republic of Liberia that is responsible for the issuance of driver license and the registration of motor vehicles. Our people, therefore, we are encouraging all Liberians to not go anywhere to do any vehicle driver license or vehicle registration. If you do so, we will take those plates off of those vehicles, and you have to pay that fee all over. The Liberia Revenue Authority collects revenue that's generated from motor vehicle activities at the Ministry of Transport and our decentralized points. We all have to be law-abiding. I'm admonishing you, I'm encouraging you, kindly proceed to the Ministry of Transport and get those things done. Anywhere else is considered illegal. We have our inspectors at those places. Bravo, 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 Nimba, bravo, bravo. We will have our inspectors at those places and enforcing that, making sure that doesn't happen. And vehicles on the road this year, that have registration done, all those plates will be confiscated, those vehicles will be impounded.
Bravo, 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 bravo.
So, with that being said,
thank you, Senator, for your statement. I stated in my opening statement, this was inadvertent. I apologize for the overzealousness of my team. I admitted that there were no prior requests made to the Honorable Senate for documents. I admit that now. I stand with there were no prior documents. If I were anything, I would have come to the Senate to discuss it with the Senate. A mistake of me. In the public manner, I would say, nobody pressure me or want to do us to squash the subpoena. In my capacity as Minister of Justice, I did it because the whole procedure was wrongly done.
So
the Friday edition of the show. Today is Friday, and today is the 6th day in the month of March. The year is 2026, and gradually we're moving. We'd like to say good morning, folks, wherever you are, however you're listening, whatever the occasion is. We say welcome. Welcome to this weekend edition of the program. And today's promises to be a well-served breakfast for you this morning as you get set to kickstart your day and get set for the weekend. The weekend starts today. Remember, Friday is the most commonplace day. Yes, because you have many companies close on Friday to pay workers. So, there's a common saying like we say Friday is, that's Friday? Yeah, Friday is German pay day. Saturday is German pay day, the day before the German pay day. So, you have more people going for weekends and people going to places to have time with family members. And Friday is the most anticipated day for the week. In many countries, you have the weekend starting up on Friday, people going out to have time with family members, friends, recreation centers, and there are lots of things that happen on Friday. So Friday is a very special day, and I love Friday because after a long week of work, you have time to stress free yourself. You have time to relax. Some of those entertainment centers listen to great music because music is very important. Huh? Yes, after a long week of work, you have to relax yourself. And it starts on Friday. And then Saturday, Sunday, you go to church. For those of you who are Christian, you go to church and get prepared for Monday. Monday is a tense working day. So Friday is a very important day. I love Friday. Everybody loves Friday. But the question remains, what will you do with your Friday? Will you have for yourself a good time, or will you just pack off on work and then just go home? So we're here this morning to run you through the Friday edition of the show, the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. We climax the week with the Friday edition of the show. My name is Emmanuel Balen David. And I'm alongside my colleague, Lorena Honorary. We're going to be joined by Kaki, who are going to join us on the flip side of the program as we discuss some of those issues. So remember, Friday sees more smiles than any other day of the week. And make each day of the week like Friday, and your life will take a new enthusiasm. Your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. So these are great motivation as you get set for your Friday. And remember, this one comes from Nelson Mandela. It says, "It always seems impossible until it is done. It always seems impossible until it is done." And it comes from Nelson Mandela. And let's take another one from Muhammad Ali. And it says, "Don't count the day, make the day count. Do not count the day, make the day count." So these are great words from great writers, great minds. And remember, your limitation, it is only your imagination. Your limitation, things that you see as your limitation, is just your imagination. Take the first step forward and see what comes next. So it is pretty enough to move as we go on in this life. Life depends on you as an individual, folks. So you have to move on. When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Tough times do not last, but tough folks do last. These are the people who tell the real story, motivate others that will encounter same problems so that you can be encouraged to move on. So for those of you who have birthday on today, we say happy birthday out to you. If you celebrated day or days ago, belated birthday greetings going out to you. And if you're looking forward to your birthday, a pre-birthday greetings going out to you. And I hope to have a conversation with at least a 2 or 3 minute conversation with one of Liberian artists. He is one of the guys that contributed to hip hop back in the days, and he has taken a new trajectory, and that is moving from school to school, from one school to another school, and he's using his voice to serve as a way to plead to young folks to change their attitude, change their way of doing things. And it is from the gospel angle of his talent that he's using. And I encountered him, I was amazed by his work. I was amazed by some of those things that he's doing now. Instead of doing secular, so I'm not saying secular song is secular musician about people, but he has changed over time to impact the lives of young people in school. Nowadays, we are experiencing young folks in school. They are taking substances in school. They are going the wrong way in school, and there are lots of things they have gotten engaged into. So this guy has taught us to use his music to plead to them. And I watched some of his videos. And I saw him from one campus to another campus. We just encountered each other the other day, and he explained some of those things that he's engaged into. So probably as we go on the program, we'll have to chip in to have some conversation with him. What motivated him to get engaged in such, and what is his mission, and what he hoped to achieve as he moved from one campus to another campus, rapping to students, saying words of encouragement to students to focus and keep on the right trajectory. So we will have a conversation with him as we move on. We'll have a conversation with our correspondent as we're about to do now, and then we crisscross the papers, have a sense of understanding what is making news in the print media, and then we will initiate our talking point for today's discussion as we move on. So the system is open for those of you who are lovers of the game. The system is open. It's running *79 and *3# is the code to play with *79 and *3#. We are giving cash out today. We give you the information, and also we give you cash so that you can enjoy yourself, because the weekend requires money. Yes, you cannot enjoy the weekend without money. Yes, you cannot certainly enjoy the weekend without money. So you need to pocket some of the cash we have here. We'll give you authentic information, education, entertainment, and another prize that has been added to read it. That is the cash giveaway. We will give you cash reaching from 25,000 Liberian dollars to 5,000. So we give 25,000, we give 15,000, we give 10,000, and then we give the minimum of 5,000. And that would be based on the segment of the draw, the segment of the draw. So if we have the first segment, if we decide to give 25,000, all those who will fall in that category, who numbers will pop up in that category, you will walk away with 25,000. Those who will fall in the next segment, that is the 15,000, you certainly going to walk away with 15,000. But those who will fall in the 10,000 category, you certainly going to walk away with 10,000. Those of you who will fall in the 5,000, certainly you're going to walk away with 5,000. And someone's asking, how can I play? You have to be a Lone Star Cell subscriber, and you have to have mobile money account. And then you go on and dial *79, that's *3#. *79, that's *3#. And you play with the minimum of 50 Liberian dollars. Just $50 qualifies you to play and make some cash for yourself. So all you need to do now is just to pick up your phone and go on and play *799 *3#. *799 *3# is the code to play with. The more you play, the better it's a chance to make some cash for yourself. So at about this time, we have to crisscross the country to have a conversation with our correspondents. We'll go to Wapuru County to have a conversation with Solomon Tibla. As soon as we have him on, we certainly kickstart the conversation and know exactly what is going on in that part of Liberia. So we move on now to Wapuru County to speak with Solomon Tibla. Solomon is our man there in Wapuru County. Solomon Tibla is our man there in Bapuru County. So let's move to Solomon. Good morning, Solomon. How are you doing this morning? How's Bapuru County? Solomon, are you there? It seems to be we lost on Solomon. Let's give it a try. If we have enough, fine. If we don't, we will have to go to other places to have a conversation with some of our correspondents. So for those of you who are lovers of the game, as I said initially, go on and play *79 and *3#. It seems Solomon is not picking up. Let's give it a try. If he doesn't, we will have to go other places. *79 and *3# is the code to play with. *79 and *3#. We'd like to acknowledge our listeners. Those of you who are following on our Facebook page, we say thank you for always following. Let's go to Nimba County to have a conversation with our Nimba County correspondent, Christopher Fine. Christopher Fine is our man there in Nimba County. Let's go to Christopher Fine and have a conversation with him to know exactly what is going on in that part of Liberia. So we have on the line from Nimba County, Christopher Fine. Good morning, Chris. How are you doing this morning in Nimba County, where you speak from?
Good morning, Mama, and good morning to all the folks there this morning. You just threw me away a few times,
Well, man, I didn't throw you away, my man. How things been going?
Yeah, things have been okay, and we just been hanging around the corner to see what is happening, but things have been okay on our end.
All right, so let's go straight into it. What's the latest unfolding from your part of Liberia, Nimba County?
Well, Nimba is okay. To be considered low Nimba is perfect, and currently the Jackson Fiado Hospital had commenced a free surgical outreach into lower Nimba. According to Dr. Victor Kazuna, who is the CEO of the facility, said that the aim and sole purpose of the Jackson Fiado Hospital is to save lives. And during the few years since we were appointed, there are a lot of surgical cases that come from outside to the facility. Maybe talk about Nigeria, and other places. So against that, when he traveled to the U.S., they were able to talk to few medical doctors from U.S., and they were able to come to Liberia and then join the team at Jackson Fiado Hospital to carry out a free medical surgery in Nimba. The medical surgery kick up on March 2nd and is expected to end. It ended on the 10th of March.
So it's a collaborative effort. The guys from Jackson Fiado Hospital and some surgical doctors from the United States took on that initiative.
Yes, because this facility says that Dr. Victor Kazuna took over. He has been doing a lot for the people of this region. Emmanuel, if you can recall, this facility has been called one of the referral hospitals in Liberia. And according to him, pointing as a CEO of the facility, and not just to be at the facility, at the Jackson Fiado facility, and then look at the facility with the name, but the name Jackson Fiado Hospital, referral hospital, need to reflect on the facility. So against that, Dr. Victor Kazuna always in the constant habit of going out and lobbying and making sure that you bring the result to the people of Lower Nimba. And so this surgery will also serve as a result of his visit, a constant visit, and talking to panel outside of Liberia to come and then make sure that the citizens in Liberia have this hospital impact them in the health sector.
And who are those patients that benefited from this surgical mission? Specifically, what type of people were they treating?
So the treated patients as children under 5 years. This surgery, because according to him, they did a research before coming down with this surgery, and so they are target the target was children under 5 years.
Children under 5 years benefited.
That's subsequently going to benefit from this surgical outreach. And today, the outreach is expected to close today. After closing, the virtual casual will address the press on whether it was successful or the outcome of the surgery, how many patients benefited, how many children benefited from the surgery, and so on.
And is it first of a kind to for the Jacksonville to have a free surgical mission there in Nimba County?
Yes, but since it took over, this is the first of a kind. The one I can remember when the COVID-19 hit Liberia, he was one of those that were on the front line creating awareness and so on. But since this, since he took over, this is the first outreach I ever heard in Nimba.
All right, so as you said initially, following the surgical mission, he will have a press conference to update the public about how many people benefited and what are some of those folks that they treated as it relates to the mission. So we will keep our ears and our eyes open as we look forward to that engagement.
Thank you so much this morning for having me on Live on Spoon this morning.
Okay, thank you, Christopher, always for availing yourself, bringing those information from Lower Nimba County. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, it's our guy from Lower Nimba County, Christopher Fine. He brings us up to speed with an initiative there in Nimba County, Lower Nimba County, specifically the Jacksonville Hospital has engaged. It's carrying on a free surgical mission, and that is a very good move. So we keep our eyes open as we move on. *79 and *3#. *79 and *3#. 27 minutes past 8 o'clock, and we're here this morning. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. My name is Emmanuel Balen David. I'm here. Hope to be joined with my colleague Lorena Honoree as we together rumble you through the Friday edition of the show. Let's go to Lofa County to have a conversation with our Lofa County correspondent, and then we will move on to Bowman County, and then we'll go to Papua County to have a conversation with our Papua County correspondent. That is Solomon Tibla. So, folks, whatever you are, however you listen, whatever the occasion is, this is a reminder that you are listening to the program and watching the program. The Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. My name is Emmanuel, and thanks to County for the privilege of the company. Let's go to Lofa County to have a conversation with our Lofa County correspondent, Jeremiah Doba. Good morning, Jerry. How are you doing this morning?
Morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, our listeners. Following the Today Show this morning.
So, how's Lofa County?
It's okay this morning from where we are, Vonjama specifically.
Vonjama specifically is doing well. So, what is the latest unfolding from your part of Liberia? What do we know? Talk us through.
Yeah, so we still come back to throw light on the recent activities or the recent engagement heard in Korea Strategic District to Makuna put an entry where. Recently, they had a joint engagement with some of the Guineans, where it was information reaching to the local government minister that there are people, Guinean military came through, and of course, it took to Liberia and took away some of those contracted materials. The BK Enterprise company, which have been given the contract to for the pavement of Foya Street, and of course, some of those bridges in the environment of Foya and the down road construction. So when the contractors were on duty, the Guinean military, about 10 or so, crossed to Liberia and of course asked them to leave the water. The reason being that their emphasis is showing on the issue of the water not belonging to Liberia. It's for Guinea. So assures there are no ceremony activities to take place on the river. So, given the resistance from the side of the contractors, about 6 contractors, family and a single female, and the military from the Republic of Guinea asked that the contractors should cross the river with them to Guinea, for which they registered, and at the end of it, they took away some of their materials, and which include the fuel, some parts of the machines as well, and some other material was taken away and crossed to Guinea, and up to now having been retrieved. And of course, having this equipment was the Guinea governor from the Republic of Guinea said that they are not the repo authority to discuss these matters, but that they're going to reach it out to the high authorities who will make intervention and know exactly what they stand as of now. So they overall after the engagement, a citizen from Lofa have had their teeth on the issue that indeed this is completely all of them to have stayed and looked at our friends from Guinea coming to Liberia and making arrests. They're not supposed to be so. So they are calling on the government to empower the security at the rural products that surrounding us in Liberia, especially from the south of Guinea. Seeing this kind of an act is not the first time it happened to Quadri district, where we also have another product from Sibudu, where the Guinean military one time crossed over and took down Liberia flag, saying that this is not a demarcation, and the flag was taken away to Guinea. So this is the same thing that repeated. So there's a need for the government of Liberia to put into place our security matters, our security personnel, putting it into the workplace. When I say workplace, it means that they have to be capacitated.
Is it because Jerry
of our people in Liberia is matters. So this is also threatening the stability. Where sometimes you have many fear in people who reside into some of the parts of Lofa County, especially around those borders. So they are making a plea that if maybe the immigration officers, the custom, maybe they are not equipped. There's a need to have them equipped or to also recruit the military to take the border for the safety of our country. So those have been some of the reactions from the citizens as well, and they are saying that they're not going to allow such things to continue happening. If they continue, one of these days there'll be a massive resistance and maybe set down.
And which of course we don't want it. So amid all of these things, have you seen any relevant or appropriate government authority in such engagement?
Yeah, so we had a local government minister, Mr. Imalen, who led the engagement to Solomba, along with the two presidents of Lofa, the county attorney of this county, Virgil the Smoke. And the overall conclusion of that engagement, that meeting was just we are not, the governor said we are not the one to come up with final decision in that matter. So they're going to reach it out to the relevant authority that are going to look into the matter, and they're going to get back to the people of Liberia, specifically those officials that were there in the soonest possible time, and for which that particular day wasn't mentioned. So as I speak, the material haven't been retrieved, and of course the work currently is like a little bit slower in terms of going on. So, and also there is a fear attached to church work right now. So it means that there's a need for intervention so that the doubt of the people can be clear and they can know exactly where they stand in terms of their security.
And I think this is very important. As you said initially, this is not first of its kind. We have seen similar in Quadri south of Lofa County that share with Guinea. So these things need to be discussed. There need to be some dialogue in terms of the demarcation and in terms of even the deployment of some security personnel. So I think this is serious, and being proactive will help. You don't want to wait until something's packed up and then you have a hurry or a rush intervention, and by that time, who knows what's going to happen. So I think is a need for the appropriate authority to have a quick and a speedy intervention alongside their Guinean counterpart.
Exactly, and that's why some citizens have said that indeed this is one of the major things that normally Liberians from where we are nobody forget about and pay attention to a lot of things. But sometimes Liberians are treated in different way when it comes to the engagement from the people of Guinea, and so they have to take a stance, and as well the legal stand need to be taken, and everybody have to know their status, because knowing fully well that the Makona River share the boundary between Liberia and Guinea, and you saying that the river not belong to Liberia and crossing to Liberia side and of course making arrests, that also shows a signal of not, by the way, maintaining the peace that we're supposed to have. Knowing fully well that all of these countries are members of the Mano River Union, and also West African state. If you are issue like this, there's a need as well to meet the referee authority. Sometimes you have some doubts as in here. Sometimes you reach out to the authority and see how best it can be, so not to go unknown to contractors, and of course asking and
coming on the other side
with you to Guinea. So citizens from Korea and as well in Wanjaman and other part of Luba have said that they're not going to allow that. If the next time maybe they continue to do that. Even Soviet have said that they're not going to continue to accept that, because he has a propensity of denigrating their citizenship as citizens of this country. So they're going to maybe one of these days have a strong resistance, and maybe from that end, the president of Liberia and also the president of Guinea can be in the know, because maybe they are finding it difficult to reach out to these leaders.
And we don't want to reach that far. That's why we are calling on the appropriate authority now to step in, because these are things that serve as a recipe of misunderstanding and chaos, which of course we don't want it. So it is a call now to the appropriate authority to have some conversation around these things, because Guinea and Sudan crossing the river, coming on Liberia side, and carrying on the rest. These are things I don't see it necessarily.
It was shocking, Emmanuel.
It is kind of
even all those that went on the team, they were like, but what's your problem? What's going on? And, you can stay to your side and give instruction, but to cross and say the people that you have to go. So it's something that they have to look at. And we at local media institution in Lofa, we are also reaching out. We'll also be reaching out coming this week, because we coming Monday will make it 1 week. So to add the two president of Lofa on the master plan, if not the local government minister, as to how far maybe are they getting a response from those individuals that came from Guinea. If not, then of course we have to continue ringing this until maybe the central government can be in the know and take some legal action towards it, because they have to worry about threatening the peace and stability of this country.
Certainly. Thanks so kindly for updating us with those reports. I hope that the appropriate authority are listening to step in quickly, so that you don't have this getting bigger. Thank you.
Definitely, Chief. Thank you so much.
Have yourself a God bless weekend. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jeremiah Dover from Lofa County is our correspondent, bringing us up to speed with that report. I think it's about time the authority move in. If there need to be a dialogue, there should be. You don't want this getting bigger, which of course it will not be a very good thing. As you listen to the report, the citizen will not sit there and allow these things happen continuously. They will want to retaliate, and who knows, something else will not be a very good thing for us. So we move on. Let's go to Bapodo County. Let's see as to whether we can connect with Solomon Tibla. If we have him, fine. If we have him, That'll be a very good thing for us. *79 and *3 hash. Keep your entry coming through. *79 and *3 hash. *799 *3 hash is the code to play with. The more you play, the better you stand a chance to make some cash for yourself. Let's try this. I have to see as to whether we have him on. If we don't have him, we will have to move to other things here as we move on the show. *79 and *3 hash is the code to play with. *79 and *3 hash. We about to go to Bapuru County to see as to whether we can have a conversation with our Bapuru County correspondent, trying to locate Soto Montilla, and it is. All right, let's try this one to see as to whether we have him on. And as soon as we have him on, we will kickstart the conversation, and then we move on to other things. Shortly, we will have a conversation with okay. So we're crossing to Bapuru County. We're crossing to Bapuru County to have a conversation with our Bapuru County correspondent. Hoping that this worked for us. I'm experiencing a little problem here. Let me see as to whether we can connect with him. It is important that we know exactly what is going on in other places, because Montserrat County is not just Liberia. Liberia stretches as far as other areas. So we have to go to those places and have a conversation with our guys. Okay, it seems to be it's not working for us. So we take a very short break, and then we come back. We will move on to other things. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM, and indeed we are here. *799 *3 hash. *799 *3 hash. Let's take this break, and we'll be back shortly.
Welcome to the media. So we saw here along with your colleague, Ferris, you went at the Supreme Court of Prohibition. What is it? Why prohibition?
Okay, so I think this will be a bad analogy, but I'm going to use it anyway because I like to make things simple, right?
Okay.
Imagine the game started, the other side felt they had a very good team.
Okay.
Okay. We are 20 minutes into the game, and they decide they don't like the linesman. Okay. And the referee decides that he's going to start the game all over. And the whole game is started over. It's a fundamental issue of fairness.
Okay.
The trial was on, and you disband the jury. When the prosecution had overwhelming evidence, even if the jury didn't believe one of your evidence, the overwhelming weight of the evidence should convince the jury. To disband the jury, we thought was an issue of fundamental fairness, and that is not what our constitution says. So it came up.
Now that they come before the circuit court requesting for a change of venue, what do you think of this entire request from the prosecutions?
The whole change of venue issue is laughable, right?
Okay.
Because what is the issue? You got all this overwhelming evidence, we're proceeding, then you come back now and say you want change to go where? You know, Timbuktu, where you want to go? Okay, where will you go that will be in your favor or that will change the evidence? You do not have the evidence. Your first witness proved that you do not have a case. Okay, but yes, you're proceeding to change venue, you're proceeding to disband jury, you're proceeding to do all kinds of different things. We just wanted to try this case. Are you saying it's on the solicitor? About what? Says it's on the solicitor in the case. I'm not saying anything sinister other than the prosecution don't have the evidence that they convince the public. Okay, because they have come now and said, oh, change the venue because the media is involved. We don't want the media to be involved. Who had the first press conference on this case? It was the police director, okay, that went before the Nigerian public and for 2 hours just to get us that will bring the capital bill.
Do you still sound confident and believe that they do not have a case against you?
If they take their case to Timbuktu, the verdict will be not guilty. They don't have a case. They don't have the evidence.
We should be planning to say, as it's going to happen, what are we going to do? And I'm happy that some people are already ahead. The Economic Committee met to examine the situation and to begin to think as to what are the measures to take. Of course, a few days ago we talked with some suppliers of products. We're going to have some shortages. Maybe they will tell you whatever we have in the stock for how long. Some business people are already setting to take advantage of that. But we also are preparing to make sure that our people will bear the burden, but it will be in a way that it won't throw people out of business completely.
Kofa, welcome to the media. So we saw here along with your colleague, Ferris, you went at the Supreme Court of prohibition. What is it? Why prohibition?
Okay, so I think this would be a bad analogy, but I'm going to use it anyway because I like to make things simple, right?
Okay.
Imagine the game started, the other side felt they had a very good team.
Okay.
Okay. We are 20 minutes into the game, and they decide they don't like the linesman. Okay. And the referee decides that he's going to start the game all over. And the whole game is started over. It's a fundamental issue of fairness.
Okay.
The trial was on, and you disband the jury. When the prosecution had overwhelming evidence, even if the jury didn't believe one of your evidence, the overwhelming weight of the evidence should convince the jury. To disband the jury, we thought was an issue of fundamental fairness, and that is not what our constitution says. So we came up.
Now that they come before the circuit court requesting for change of venue, what do you think of this entire request from the prosecutions?
The whole change of venue issue is laughable, right?
Okay.
Because what is the issue? You got all this overwhelming evidence, we're proceeding, then you come back now and say you want change to go where? You know, Timbuktu, where you want to go? Okay, where will you go that will be in your favor or that will change the evidence? You do not have the evidence. Your first witness proved that you do not have a case. Okay, but yes, you're proceeding to change venue, you're proceeding to disband jury, you're proceeding to do all kinds of different things. We just wanted to try this case.
Are you saying it's on the solicitor?
About what?
Says it's on the solicitor in the case.
I'm not saying anything serious other than the prosecution don't have the evidence that they convinced the public. Okay, because they have come now and said, oh, change the venue because the media is involved. We don't want the media to be involved. Who had the first press conference on this case? It was the police director, okay, that went before the Nigerian public and for 2 hours just to get us that will bring the capital bill.
Do you still sound confident and believe that they do not have a case against you?
If they take their case to Timbuktu, the verdict will be not guilty. They don't have a case. They don't have the evidence.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. We're back here on the program. We have roughly about 11 minutes up to 9 o'clock. And then at 9 o'clock, we will crisscross the papers and give you a sense of understanding. And then we initiate some of the talking points as we move on. All right. And I will usher in my colleague shortly as we move on. So keep playing *799 *3#. As I said initially, we're giving cash out. We are giving cash out from 25,000 to the minimum of 5,000. As I said, a Liberian artist that have gotten engaged into changing his using his music as a means to have a conversation with school-going kids. So we have on the line He goes by the name Jesus Son, formerly Shirley McNally. We have on the line this hip core rapper. So can you just kind of tell us your full and tell us a little bit about yourself? Who is Shirley McNally? And welcome, first and foremost.
Thank you for having me, my dear brother. My name is Isaac Levi Slomogenian. I'm a musician, Christian rapper. I used to be called Shirley McNally back then when I was doing worldly music.
Okay.
But since I found the light and found King Jesus Christ, I've decided to preach the gospel of King Jesus Christ through rap music. So I'm no longer Shirley McNally. I am now Jesus' son.
So since your encounter with Jesus according to you have changed your name and you've gotten engaged in the gospel rap songs.
Hello?
Yes, I said since you changed your name, since your encounter with Christ, you have changed your name to Jesus' son and you have gotten engaged into gospel rap music.
Of course.
So initially I follow your page and we have a conversation few times back, and you showed me some of your engagement. You are moving from campus to campus, preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ through rap song. What actually prompted this movement?
Yeah, honestly speaking, I am implementing a divine instruction.
Okay.
The reality is we are truly living in the end times, and the Holy Spirit, King Jesus Christ, wants this message to be re-echoed again on. So I have been instructed to re-echo this message, and I am concerned about spreading it faster. That's what I'm doing it through music. And I am taking the message to our younger generation right now based on divine instruction. And as they receive the message, they will find out that Christ Jesus is the only way, and their faith will be strengthened. So I mean, I'm just implementing a divine instruction because the war is at a critical stage right now, and we are truly living in the end times. So people need to know.
How is your message resonating with the young guys from one school to another school? How is it resonating? Are they buying the message or are they shying away?
They are actually buying the message. I've been to Calvary Mission High School. I went to Calvary Chapel. I've been to Ever Baptist. Currently, I'm making preparations for other high schools like Isaac A. David and EWB Academy and other schools within the Painesville area. After ministering and giving the message to the students, immediately the song ends, the students will clap for up to 10 minutes. The presence of the Lord can be felt greatly, and you can see the seriousness on the children's face because of the message.
So are you also engaged in having a conversation with some of those school-going kids? Because nowadays you have the record of lots of kids getting involved in taking in substances and other things. Are you also engaged in such initiative?
Yeah, firstly, that's one thing I tell the students on my tour. People think that in order for you to be a musician or rapper, it's compulsory that you only do worldly songs. Our young generation have that mindset. The thing, if you want to be a rapper, it's compulsory you make songs for the club. It's compulsory you act rude. That's just the mindset. So my parents before them, I also send a message to them that they can also use their talent to glorify King Jesus Christ and be saved. Because you will find out once they start doing worldly music, the next thing they start being influenced by drugs, addiction, and alcohol. And that's the path I don't want the young people to take. And that's what we are setting. We are setting positive examples.
You mentioned the schools that you have visited, and all of those schools are faith-based schools. Are you contemplating on cutting across to other schools? Some of those institutions that are not faith-based schools. Talking about public schools and other areas.
Yeah, I mean, currently I'm only focused on Christian-based school. But we also want the message to cross beyond Christian beliefs. But we have plans to do some great things that will make that to happen.
So what do you want to achieve after this initiative? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to see as someone that was once a worthy rapper, and then you have transformed being a gospel musician, and you have gotten engaged into preaching the gospel of Christ from school to school through rap songs? What do you want to achieve after all of these engagements?
You know, there's one thing I realized: we cannot develop our society without Christians' beliefs. And the grace of King Jesus Christ comes with love, it comes with unity, it comes with forgiveness. So I am introducing our young generation, our people, to King Jesus Christ on a different level. And I believe that once they receive the Lord, the society will start to be influenced with love, unity, and that's the only way we can make the society a better place. And that's what I hope to achieve. Let the people know King Jesus Christ. Let them build a personal relationship with Him. We all will be good people. We all will go to heaven, and our society will be a better place for everyone.
Are you optimistic enough that your movement, your engagement with these students will help change the society?
Of course I am. Of course I am. It's just something that I need to do continuously. Whether going to school, whether going to church, whether going in the community, I have to find many ways for the message to go across so our people can listen to it every day.
All right, I'm afraid we will have to let you go. But before letting you go, is there any other thing perhaps you want to say in your parting comment? Because we don't have much time.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. And I want to promise my people that there is a better society coming soon. We should keep the hope alive. Let us get closer to King Jesus Christ, and we should all take our hands from medicine business, because it will not make us to live the Christian life we're supposed to live. Thank you.
All right, he's Jesus' son, affectionately called Jesus' son, formerly Charlie Manelli. Thank you and I wish you well in your engagement.
Thank you, sir. I wish you well too.
Okay, so that's it. We move on to other things. This is the Today Show. We thought it was to chip in based on his engagement. That is very much was to chip on with such conversation. So let me just bring in my colleague Kan Kaki as we move on and rumble through the papers, and then get to our discussion for the day. So let me bring in my colleague Kan. Good morning, Kan. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Manuel.
Okay, let me see. Okay, I got the wrong mark. You can go on.
Yeah, good morning, Emmanuel, and good morning to Liberia. And I'm sorry for my poor voice quality.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I know you're under the weather. These things happen.
Yeah, definitely.
You listen to this musician that I initially have conversation with on the show, and he's using his music to preach the gospel of Christ. What do you make of that?
Let me applaud him for that. You know, more especially when it comes to young people in this generation. That is one of the things that I've always prayed for. A time where young people will take the boldness and stand for God firmly, not to be in and out in between. You know, there's a saying we have in Pere, we say Mao Jamo. Yeah,
Well, I mean, I'm Jamo.
Your one foot in, your one foot out. Yeah, in between, you know where you're standing. Yeah, we can boldly say you stand for this thing. So I must applaud him for that, and I wish and pray that many young people that are out there who are in such attitude, who feels because Emmanuel, this is the thing that are going across the country that before you blow or when you become a celebrity, you must do Wally songs. Some people even leaving the church. Leaving the church, and we can name plenty of them who left the church and now they are into world music. So it's not important if we are saying that Jesus came and died for us, and through him that we are safe. There should be a level of evidence. There should be a level of thing that we should show to the world that yes, indeed, they may live. But you can be in the church, you the same person who are telling people that Jesus died for you and he's coming back to take you home, and then you leave the church, come back and do all song. So it doesn't make sense. So
do you think it's based on some level of influence or pressure?
For me, I would say it is not influence. I would say it's pressure.
Okay,
it's pressure from the society.
Okay,
yeah, because I know many of them who boldly look at my face and tell me, I got most of my friends who can look at me and tell me they can't go better for young people. I'll be honest with you. Many of my friends, even when I was in high school, they would tell me, they say, "Well, mommy, you young man, they come in and they too small for God."
and one of the things that he touched on, and I think it is important, we need to have more of these engagements. The issue of using your influence as a musician, using your talent to help the fight against substance use.
Yeah.
Because nowadays, you observe that most of the kids, if not the community, it will have to be the school, because they will have to spend longer time in school, long hours in school, and as soon as they come home, you hit evening hours and then you go to bed. So you spend more time, especially on campus, and they are getting engaged. And some of those kids that are living in good environment, let me just put it this way, and you have all kids that are living in some other environment that have lots of ghettos. And those who are in those environments that have a lot of ghetto, they will bring those habits, those behavior in the school, and then get across with their friends. And then probably say, "Oh, my children can go outside, they can play it," but forgetting to know that they are going to school. And you have these things on campus. School administration are playing that role. But trust me, I was in school and I know. I was in primary school, I know. We need to leave class, we will go do things what teachers and I really know about. So I think and some of those kids, they follow some of those great musicians. So if you use your voice, you use your song to spread positive message, I think it will help. It will help. And then we cannot just say these things with our mouths. It should be these, and not just words.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was actually amazed because we have initial conversation when we got to know each other shortly, and then he showed me some of his engagement, and I thought it was to just have a conversation with him on the radio and just to promote his movement. And I think this is an encouragement to others, other influential musicians, because some of the things you're saying in the song, the children can listen to it. They do the same thing. If you start to promote drugs, trust me, they want to do it. They want to try it.
Yeah.
But if you try to use your song, use your song to sing against some of those bad habits, I think it will help.
It will help. And I must applaud that guy. He doing actually well. Starting from high school. High school. Emmanuel, to be frank, right? High school is where people usually at the beginning of sporting there, primary school, and that one thing that he's doing is really nice too as well. Because I got into substance abuse from high school too as well.
Oh, yeah,
from and some of my friends who went wayward, we started from high school. Then I was in Lemiro at that time. Yeah, we started from high school. you know. So that is one of the things he's doing well, because starting from high school, indeed, he gave a message out, because once you are able to call out people from high school and you mold them, once they leave, they go to the upper society, they are not moved by any other thing again. So high school is important. I'm very excited for what he's doing. And I pray that God will help him. He will remain firm in his doing, and God will send him sponsors, because to be friend, you will not run ministry without sponsors.
It is important. Money funds.
Yeah,
it's
NGOs
very important.
will come and help him out too as well. And the South artists who I listen to, most of them, through that interview, they say they are not into. They don't drink, they don't smoke. It just
they are promoting those
habits. So you have to let your message be centered around deliverance. There might be centered around positive things, not too much of negative. And you see all those things. It doesn't make sense.
It's actually wrong.
It's wrong.
All right, so we will have to chip in the papers. I don't know whether you will have some there. If you don't have it, I will just rumble through the ones I have here. Okay, so we have the papers here. We have the New Dawn newspaper. We have the Front Page Africa newspaper. We have the Liberian Investigator newspaper. Then we have the Liberian Observer. That is the Data Observer newspaper here on the newsstand. We will rumble through them as we go on. All right. This is the Today Show on Spoon 107.5 FM. Here comes. So we will rumble through the papers. Sure enough. As we go through. So client will have to rumble through few, and then we will move on to other things. All right. The Front Page Africa newspaper is on the newsstand this morning. Today is March 2026, and the headline says, ex-president Salif urges legislature to lead constitutional reform, calls for citizen right for non-Negroes in historic address. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf has called for the Liberian legislature to spearhead a new wave of constitutional reforms, urging lawmakers to amend what she described as a racist provision in the Constitution that restricts citizenship to persons of Negroes descent. And they see people that cry, oh, other people are racist. And there is portion of our Constitution that just talk about giving citizenship to black people. Let me put it that way. Only black people can get citizenship. Naturalized. If you want natural, you have to be of African descent, Negro descent. You can't be women. You carry naturalized. So President Sirleaf is saying that that is a racist provision in our Constitution that restrict that citizen, that restrict only people of Negro descent to have citizenship in our country. Delivering what Observer described as a historic address to the House of Representatives, Sirleaf specifically referenced Article 27B of the 1986 Constitution, which states that only persons who are Negroes or of Negro descent shall qualify by birth or by naturalization to be citizens of Liberia. So if, I don't want to be racist, but let me just say as it is, if a white man in Liberia and he lived here for a very long time, and he has gotten adjusted, and he just feel that Liberian, and then he want to actually naturalize because he has lots of his investment here, lots of his properties here, and then want to become a Liberian. The Constitution said no, you cannot be a Liberian. You cannot have the book that qualifies you to be a Liberian, which is the passport. So former President Sele is saying that is wrong. That is wrong. And I hope that my colleague will have to lay that thought on it, especially the Supreme, because she is politically upbeat and she knows history. So
let me talk. Let me respond off camera. I will come back on camera. But let me respond off camera first.
No, she will stay silent.
Yeah, you know what happened, Emmanuel and Kind? I think that they should allow white people to be citizens in Liberia.
Yeah.
I want that to happen. What Negro decent and this not decent and that not decent. I mean, the fact that you only naturalizing people by color is not right. The great United States of America, from every tribe is a citizen in our country. You see how blessed the country is? Our mindset, our suffering us and suffering the country. I can't understand. The person was born here. I went to school with Lebanese. They were born here. Their great-great-great-great-grandparents came here. You don't understand? And settled here. You just want the people to lease land. You want them to, rent or, it's not right. I mean, if you allow them, you never know where the developments will come from. The Liberians themselves, how well developed are they developing their own country? Even as Liberians. Okay, the Fula people, the other people from Malay or, other parts of the world who have our skin color that you are naturalizing. How much, what big difference that they are doing that maybe those with the white different race wouldn't do. Why can't you naturalize them? I mean, the British, the Americans, I mean, the Lebanese, the Arabs, whoever, the fact that they have been here or they were born here, they should become citizens. Those who will come in and live a certain time, at a certain length of time, you should make them residents. They say resident permit, you can give it to them, but if they give birth to their children, your grandchildren, those children and grandchildren should be citizens. For me, they would have been citizens long time, and that would bring a lot of developments to Liberia. Look at Sierra Leone. Go look at Sierra Leone. Lebanese are citizens in Sierra Leone. Yes. And they are helping to build our country because right now, it is their country.
They see at their home.
Yes. Well, I'm in a country where I'm only there to invest. I will hold all the money and send it right back to the country where I am a citizen. That is just as simple as that.
So, Karen, what do you make of it? What's your thought before I end up on the story? Go on.
Yeah. I think I want to let me agree with Supreme.
Okay. I'm the only man on camera for now. So, so the people see me, but they will hear. Let's go on.
So I want to agree with Supreme because take for example like the United States.
Okay.
When people travel to the US, there are many different nationalities who are there. Yeah. And the country has opened their community where you can be Liberian and also be a citizen in the United States of America. And once you have that citizenship, you are eligible to have to own a property there. So so let's say it becomes your second home. So if we give it Americans or we give it Japanese let's say citizenship in Liberia, I do believe it also helped the country too as well in terms of infrastructure or maybe in terms of even boosting the economy. So I think it's also important too as well. Yeah.
And the issue of amending some of those things in our constitution, not just this citizenship stuff. I think there are other things that need to be amended. Going back in our constitution, those people made those laws. Ever since, and now we are into a new dispensation, and things have changed. The world is changing. The world is different things are happening. So you have to make the laws that will be in accordance with present day reality.
Definitely,
you cannot just keep to that. I don't want to use some words that will not be appropriate for this platform, but I think it is prudent enough that we have some amendment. In our constitution.
Definitely.
It will help. Well, we just did in 1986, that going to time they try working on a small prayer bank we can be council of prayer bank we can be talking about it. Yeah, we want me in a constitution. Say council prayer bank.
You did a constitution. Stay struggling with the same one way that JJ Rawat
was a young woman and now she's old. Or thing hasn't been changed for that book, and I think
not a jing thing. You know, man.
No, Sabrina, it's serious. We are the CEO people that cry about development. So me being a Liberian, go to the United States, and then I'm working in the United States, and the United States has a law that only one man can become citizen. So what do you think? I will keep my money in there?
No.
You say everything.
You say about him.
I'll be full enough. I'll be full enough to keep my money.
Yeah.
We wonder. We complain. Oh, I tell some of those people, even though when you change the law, some of them will still send money back home. But the fact remains that some of them that feel more Liberian, that love this place more, they want to do that investment and even live here. It would be a very good thing to have some amendment. My statement is cutting across. There are some clauses in our constitution that need to be changed. Period.
Yep. Needs to be changed. It has been there since.
And there's no help. It's not going to help anybody.
Since Graham was young. Yeah.
Since Graham was a child.
Yeah.
So this citizenship thing with only Negro descent, having the same complexion, it is not right. The great America, we're so following America. Why we can follow America in our own?
I think what we need in our country is to have a stronger law enforcement. Period.
America should be afraid. Barack Obama, father came from where? Is it Kenya? Just imagine. And he became president. He served his term. He made Africa proud. People, our son. But he was born there. Okay? So he became citizen there. Idris Elba, they were born in the UK. Today they are Hollywood stars. They put give chance. It's land of the free. They open it up. People say, oh yeah, there are restrictions. Okay, then make your own restrictions now. But your restrictions shouldn't be concerning skin complexion or race.
I think it should be changing about the money.
Well, still be like
getting money at the end of the day. Besides, then the Liberians that get money now, politicians.
There are many things that need to be amended.
You see them struggling again. Now what they will get back into not just being opposition, but being against whom is in position.
Yeah, so that they can come back.
So they can come back. Like that's the only business they know. So the people that know how to do business and make the country juicy, they will help and build the country. Make them citizens. If you ask me, I think they should be citizens.
Okay, so we are going through the papers. I don't know whether you have some.
I just need to go and grab my glasses.
Okay, so let me just conclude the story. I had to go blah blah blah. She argued that. She argued that the provision no longer reflects the reality of modern Liberian and should be amended to align with the country and evolving democratic standards across Africa. She's quoted. My first comment have to do with Article 27B of our Constitution that says, and I quote, in order for us to preserve custom and maintain the positive Liberian culture, values, and characters, only person who are Negro or Negro descent shall qualify by birth or by naturalization to be citizen of Liberia, shall leave to lawmakers. So it is in the purview of the lawmakers to push for some amendment. Call to undo the racist provision. Black people always the one crying, whoa, people against white people, but we are the single people back in our own towns and villages, in our own countries. We are effectuating some of those racist acts. So the former president urged the legislature to take decisive action to correct what she described as a structural limitation embedded in Liberia's funding laws. Liberia today is about where we were at our independence in 1847. The people came from African Americans came with that feeling. I think it was based on that feeling they inserted this clause that only because the way they were treated back in slavery, and in my mind, I'm speaking my mind now.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that what happened. I'm speaking my mind.
Yeah.
I think that could be one of the reasons that they inserted that clause only because their treatment that they receive.
Yeah, the white people
working on the plantation, being whipped. You know, yeah.
So started. So it means they started. So the love of liberty they didn't meet us. It brought us here. So they made that decision because they were Nigerians they were present, you know, and they could have just agreed for white people to come and develop the forest that is so.
Yeah.
You understand? That here we are. I mean,
so we're moving though.
Who knows if this is one of the hindrances when it comes to, you know, us being developed. I'm tired. I can't come on camera now because the sunscreen is really screening. So what I would think, maybe somebody would say, oh, because somebody asked me one time, like, you know, they say you married a white man, that why nobody can see your husband. So I was like, oh, am I supposed to be hiding him because he's white? That I should hide him? You know, people will just kind of provoke you and ask you questions to test you and things. But there are so many Africans, Liberians working for the white people.
Oh, yeah.
The white people are not citizens, but right now, it's a.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can be working for them again. You the way to. I didn't maybe you were citizen, and you know, all I know was citizen.
Yeah.
And then, you know, now we can talk about looking at the labor law.
Yeah.
You citizen, as citizen. I'm working for you. You are a white man, I'm a black man, but we are citizens. So now it's time for you to pay your fellow citizens good. And I come and string your business. You went through all legal documentations, and that has made you a citizen of the country. All right. So now that you are a citizen, all I expect from you is to go by the labor law and pay your fellow citizens right and well. If it doesn't make sense, I don't know. But we have to look at different mechanisms when it comes to this Liberia year. Because look at Liberia. We're going to be how many years old now? 100, almost 90, if you check.
79 or 9, I did 79 or something.
You sure we're not in the 80s? We're 181, 2025.
Okay, I did 180. I did 180. Yeah.
No, it won't be 180.
It won't be 180.
170.
182. 182?
No, 182.
It will be 82.
The fact that we have 100. And then here we are, still going through what we are going through. Then we're looking at what's it. What the country said, look at forest. Then we say, forest is not just about the building being is undeveloped.
Definitely,
you understand?
Yeah.
Then we say, no, we can't make these people. They're both still living the fly life. They're both still doing well. But the only thing is they're not spending the money yet. They're only living at their own comfort, in a space of comfort that they could have done more. But instead, they say, let me take all my money and send it. Do you know that there are Lebanese and other nationals that are buying properties in Ghana, and in Sierra Leone, and in Nigeria? Nigeria, they call Nigeria like America. Everybody can be citizen in Nigeria.
You probably answer you can't.
I beg you. I want to love that country.
You better have money.
I was there for a year as a resident. You know what?
They get out law.
Well, you don't want to be
citizen. You law, they deal with you.
They deal with you.
They're calling for the law, period.
They deal with you.
Proper measure to become citizen. You know, the problem people be afraid because they would like to bend the law and they would like to shield other people. So if you have a straight law, Queen man can't say become citizen, can't become citizen. If you go against the law, they
will treat you. They treat other people. We treat you like that.
We'll change your color from green to yellow.
Treat everybody equally. Yeah. You on? So you know, former President Salif visited at the legislature yesterday. Has taken central stage, and all of the papers are reporting something on her.
Okay.
From Page Africa reported, you know, the woman, she's a real, she know how to make the news. And the From Page Africa reported just an aspect of it that talks about the Negro descent, something, the citizenship. And then the Liberian investigator is reporting another thing. And their headline says, I make no apology. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf defend 12-year presidency people, Liberian lawmakers. This is what she said. Former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf on Thursday mounted a frame defense of her 12-year presidency, telling lawmakers she has no regret about her time in office and make no apology to nobody or anything for decision taken while leading Liberia through post-war reconstruction. And she's quoted as saying, I did my best on the circumstances and conditions that we all know so very well. Sirleaf told lawmakers, members of the House of Representatives during a raid address to plenary. I serve my country with dedication and with honesty. I therefore make no apology to nobody or anything. My record stands by me.
Yeah.
And history will be the judge.
Wow.
Yeah, the remarks delivered on Capitol Hill in what House Speaker Rachel Cohn described as a historic engagement between a former head of state and sitting lawmakers, combined reflection on Sirleaf's controversial but consequential presidency with a pointed appeal for lawmakers to tackle structural reform. Johnny say all the decisions that she made, everything that she did during her presidency, she owed nobody a apology.
So she was right.
I cannot say she was right.
No, I'm speaking for her Angola.
What is your take on it?
I mean, I need to know what they said.
What they said to her, I'm going to say that.
It was her address to them. Yeah, probably our regular day politics. People shifting blame on past administration for some of those decisions that were taken, some of those policies that were made, and some of those acts that were committed. Prosecution, you didn't have prosecution and all of those things. So, based on all of those things, perhaps addressing the legislature, she decided to infuse that into her speech, and she went there and told
but
them.
the woman can hear G's too. But for me, I hail my Ellen, you know, and she should be the first person if I should say Happy Women's Day.
Okay.
You know, because our day is on 8th, is the after tomorrow. I might want to lecture a little bit on it, if it is few seconds.
Yeah, you do that.
But my mother, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, for Liberia's hero, she leadership and the fact that, you know, when she ruled Liberia, it put Liberia on the map with a lot of countries. And when it comes to diplomacy and foreign policies and the way we connected, I saw a huge difference. And, you know, I'm not going back. Most times I tell people it is good to see the good than the bad. Most times, you understand? If the bad continues, all you need to do is just resist in a way like, don't be bothered, don't bring that into your personal space. But when it comes to politics, Ma Ellen is a strong woman. You understand? Well, I don't like what you call. I mean, the light is, but it's okay.
And I saw and I saw a picture of that.
Yeah, so you know, we talked to her and she was just discussing developments.
Okay.
Developments and where she wants to see Liberia years from now, the kind of infrastructures and people going to school, educational sector, health sector. So people will tell you that, oh, do you mind anytime was better? Do you know people are saying that?
Yeah.
And then President Weah came in and President Weah left, and people are still saying during President Weah time was better. President Bouaka is there now. If another president should come next time, people will say during President Bouaka time it was better.
Yeah.
You understand? But Ma Ellen, she never desisted from giving us sweet stories. Like the other time the woman was on her farm again. Somebody had something to say for her. She responded and it made news. She's a newsmaker. You understand? So we say, hey, Mama, just keep doing what you can do for our country.
Okay, that's something. Khan, what do you make of it? As we
thought I was small doing head in time. Yeah, much smaller doing head in time.
Yeah, that was small.
Yeah, I'm small now. I'm gonna get, but from history or from research, I must say that Helen did her part. Ellen. Ellen did her part, right? She did her part. One of the things I would say, the aspect of makes it moving Liberia is not one person thing. Everybody is included. So during her administration, she did her part. She did what she could do, and so nothing to say. I just want to. That's why I have to say, yeah, she did what she wanted to do.
And I have an interesting story here. It is from the New Dawn newspaper, and I read it on. I read something of this nature on yesterday. The police charged Fula security leaders and made paramilitary claims. So we can talk on it, and then we move on a little bit and take calls. Okay. The Liberia National Police, Supreme will talk about the National Women, International Women Day something.
Yeah.
The Liberia National Police, LNP, has formally charged 54-year-old Mohammed D. Sharif, head of the National Fula Community Security Service, with alleged paramilitary activity following an investigation that found the group operating with military-style uniform and dozens of members without government authorization. Police authorities said the charges follow an investigation triggered by video circulating on social media showing members of the group gathered at the fish market mosque in Cinco on February 18. The investigation closed that the organization, also known as the National Fula Security Liberia, NFSL, had about 70 members and was conducting organized activities resembling those of the security of paramilitary unit, despite not being registered with their government. According to the police funding, members of the group were seen wearing uniform-style clothing and standing in formation, raising concern within Liberia security community about the possible existence of an unauthorized security structure. The controversy surrounding the group first surfaced in February 2026 when videos circulating widely across social media platforms showing dozens of men reportedly affiliated with the NFSL assemble in a coordinated formation and engaging in what appears to be drills. The footage quickly spread across online platforms and diaspora forums, promoting questions about whether an ethnic-based security force was emerging in Liberia. The development soon caught the attention of the National Security Authority, who subsequently launched an investigation to determine the group's activities and legal standing. Amid growing public concern, the Ministry of Justice intervened, declaring that the organization was not legally registered and had no authorization to operate as a security entity. I'll read to the end because it's short. Officials stress that under Liberia law, only state security institutions, including police and other recognized agencies, are permitted to conduct organized security operations. The ministry later ordered the immediate suspension of all activities associated with the group pending further investigation. The situation quickly sparked wider national debates, particularly given Liberia's history and militaries and regular armed groups during the country's civil conflict. Security analysts and lawmakers have since warned that the emergence of parallel or ethnically organized security structures could undermine the authority of the state and threaten national stability. while leaders within the Fula community continue to reject claims that the initiative was intended to operate as a militia. So I hold it right there. So this was the funding from the investigation. So Mohammed, 54-year-old Mohammed Sherry has been charged. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so he organized, apparently, according to, the police already charged him, so he's being sent to court.
He will have to have a days in court.
Yeah, so that means he operated outside the police,
not recognized,
establishing your security firm. If it was a security firm be established, I don't think there would be any issue. But when they were about to go into the Ramadan, and they saw the need to say, let's establish our own security system, when you can just ask the government of Liberia to provide security in case you don't feel safe, maybe. Because when somebody said to me, the people say when they pray, people can see their slippers. I said, that would not be the reason.
It's not possible.
This is just a simple reason that it would not be the reason. So, if he will have his day in court, when he goes to court, he will give his reason why, and, he operated outside of the jurisdiction when it comes to the judicial system, if I should say. Because, in Liberia, there is a country of laws, all right? So even maybe he is a citizen, as we are saying, and or if he is a foreigner, you cannot just establish a group, especially when it comes to a military group in little Liberia. One thing we can enjoy in the country is peace. I can say that they can say, our country not developable, we behind this or that, but when it comes to peace, we're not walking the shoe. So maybe these are things that came to Liberian people's mind. They said no, because I saw strong resistance from a lot of people. When people started sending messages, sending pictures, sending videos, and the Liberians overseas, they were also very concerned.
Yeah.
So now we know that he's going to get his day in court, and we'll follow the story closely. But before I leave, before I step off camera, I just want to say congratulations to all hardworking women, especially the women who don't try to bring other women down. You understand? If you think you should step on another person because you want to get there, it is you will just blow a horn that you want to blow, but who you really are is who you are. Now, I said this to say, we have seen a lot of different things happen across different sectors when it comes to women. All right. You see the men, they get along a lot, but women, we are just against each other. And I do not know why. I, for one, I have been trying to open up to a lot of women, in every space, even at where I live, even in my communities. You might not be living in the fence where I live, but when I come outside and I know maybe even you live in one of those shafts, buildings, I'm still cool. I like to smile and have some lectures with females there. I see them, some of them, they are single mothers. I'm interested, I'm concerned. So during holidays, I want to ask questions. I want to see what kind of gift I can share, mostly with women. I'm not a feminist, but I'm just saying, this is just women supporting each other. That I could see a woman who is selling some things that I will not be interested in. But because I want to support that business as a woman, you understand, I will buy. If they say, that's Sepe, I will take enough for myself in free debt that I shouldn't be getting in, only because I want to support another woman initiative or whatever it is that she is doing. I would like to sit down with women and know about your comfort and discomfort and see how I can push forward or work with you line by line to, support you in any way. I am not perfect. No human being is perfect. But at the same time, I still have boundaries, especially when I have some experiences at times. When I build my wall up, I build it up. But at the same time, I still want to say congratulations to all women, be it in the marketplaces. It's going to be on the 8th, and that is on Sunday. So it's like it's being celebrated on Monday. Today. They are going to be having program at SKD.
Okay.
Today. All right. So I would like to say congratulations to all women. It is our day. Go back into your closet and retrospect. If everything you have done, if it is a good thing, then continue to do better. If you have done some wrongs, you are not perfect, no human being is perfect, go and work on it with your fellow females. And and if you are a woman, you're trying to just destroy another woman's life, you need to cut it off. They women dating and to kind around and be posting and say, oh, part of the fast, oh yeah, we're in a trend because that's that Women's Day. No, there are so many things we need to go back into visit. You go to the marketplace, the other one selling pepper, the other one selling pepper. The other one pick up pepper, the other one pick up pepper. We will later go for the one who can pick pepper. So instead of you being angry that we're buying from that woman, except to say she call or say can't buy from only me, look at what she is doing and do your own upbringing that way. Don't say you want her to completely leave the market. You want her to sell pepper at all. You understand? And that is the mindset that affects us a lot. You understand? I see another woman who somebody got traumatized or maybe she didn't feel being treated well. And she decided to explain these things to this person. And that person decided that since then the person having force now, they should bring everything also to destroy another woman. These things are not right. And you understand? But there are people who are mentally ill and they might just be walking and looking at it okay, but they might not be okay. So let's go back to March 8, 2026. All right, this year's International Women's Day theme is Give to Gain. Underscores the principle that meaningful progress on gender equality requires deliberate contributions from governments, institutions, and individuals. When we invest in women's safety, women's rights, women's leaderships, we strengthen societies as a whole. All right. So the theme for this year is Give to Gain.
Give to gain.
Give to gain. So like people say when you educate a woman, one girl child, you educate a whole village. And you understand? So it's going to be on March 8th, and that is on Sunday. But it's not like Monday is going to be a holiday. No, it's falling on that day. Now, somebody might ask, why is IWD on March 8th? The fact that Women's Day is celebrated on March 8th is strongly linked to the women's movement during the Russian Revolution, and that was since 1917. New Zealand was the first self-governing nation to allow women to vote. So that's why you see when it comes to Women's Day, you see a lot of politicians and political institutions and other organizations, they celebrate it a lot because that was where it came from. So again, I say happy Women's Day, happy International Women's Day, IWD, to all females, positive ones, negative ones. I pray for you to get better and do better. From
You're a woman.
Yeah, from my end. And look, not just women, but learn to support your male counterparts as well. All right, open doors. Stop being too tight. Stop being too greedy. Stop being too selfish, and make sure everybody can feel that this woman, because it is a woman. But you look at women. My female police there in the traffic. I can't take it easy. Women they coming. Y'all be quiet on us. Especially people you see press on the car, you say you coming to press then. I beg you myself.
But you get press on the car. I said, well, press. You put press on the car, so you need to be pressed. All right, so that's it. We touched on a few things, and we will have to take calls. We will have to take a few calls. We touched on a few things. We touched on the police charge Fula security leader. That is Mohammed D. Sharif. And then we look at President Salif. All that has to do with constitutional reform on the issue of Negro descent. And then we look at another portion of her statement that has to do with she owed no apology to nobody. Nobody or anything. 077771075, 055101075. These are the numbers. Let's pick our first call as we move on. 077771075, 055101075. What do you make of President Salif call for a constitutional reform on citizenship, especially the aspect that has to do with people becoming citizens of only of Negro descent? Good morning. You are live. What's your name?
Yeah, good morning to the Spoon Talk. My name is Thompson.
This is today's show, not the Spoon Talk.
Oh,
on Spoon FM.
My name is Thompson calling from the SB Road.
Go on.
And I want to say, as up to our mother in the studio, and happy Women's Day to you. That's our message. To talk to all women. I think women should be mothers, do not pressure ride the men too much because of that. It depends.
Well, when a man does something that need to be pressured, he need to be pressured. Huh?
Yeah, brother. So every good home, there should be a good home. You find out that most homes are homeless because of the anger of the women. Most of them now, when they born like 2 to 3 girls children, they feel that those girl children are less successful, so they will leave the home before the children father or my children father. So 85% of home in the time are more better of those things. And they use the homogeneous rate on the work market at age of 12 years, 14 years, 16 years. Those are being influenced by those mothers. And there are few mothers
the prostitution rate. We call it Rob.
Yeah, the prostitution rate. Because so Moses at the end when they play with those men, and when they're 40, 50 years, the only person that can take over them is the children. They will know that the children get 2 to 3 boyfriends and stay home.
So you blaming you are shifting blame on mothers.
Yeah.
For the increase in the homogeneous rate.
Yes. Mostly they are the mother.
Okay, the surge in the homogeneous rate blame goes to mothers. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. And then secondly, for the Muslim, something that she spoke of, you know, the Muslim is the Fula issue. Liberia is a peaceful nation. Most of the tolerance within the world, they are Fula.
No. I disagree with that. Not you. Not you.
Brother.
Go on, but not you.
Check on the ratio of Nigeria. Most of the terrorists, they are not
in the world.
Muslims. Fula is Muslims.
Check on it, brother. I'm not lying.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. When you say Fula, I disagree. Most of them will be folks from the Muslim,
the Muslims, the Islamic background,
but not all Muslim are how you call it, tourist.
No,
but when you say majority Fula, I would disagree with that. But let's take more calls. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, you are live. Tell us your name and where you call from.
Thank you. Good morning. My name is
Jonathan, go on. You are a little low. Can you connect amplifier first?
Okay. Am I okay now, right?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. This morning, I guess with all of your talking points, I guess in the nature to get mention on one of the issues that you have been discussing. That has to do with the statement from Malik Salim that she owed no apology to the Nigerian people. I just want to give this to, if she is listening to me, come Sunday will be a national healing day, and she being the mother of the nation. The nation gave her power to lead us. Liberians gave her leadership. Some Liberians still give this country. I don't think no man is an ally, no. But if Madam Kennedy come on public radio, most especially the legislative branch of government who have oversight, they call her and she owed no apology. I don't think she need to participate in the national meeting that will be heard for a few days from now. She owes Liberian people and the policy because through her leadership, everything was not perfect. Everything was not perfect.
So she has some shortcomings, some pitfalls.
So let's evaluate herself. If she has evaluated herself over the time since she left power, then she will not come on the radio and see such thing.
That's your view.
I love her. She's my mother. She's my grandmother, and she is one of the
leader or the female leader.
Okay,
to
thank you.
advocate that we can raise
Am
our
I in
own
here?
up. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's talk to other.
A lot of people lost my
Hello.
A lot of people lost.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. You're live. What's your name and where you call from?
My name is Jackson. I call you from the city, Maserati County.
Go on.
Yeah, I listened to your station today. You have a Google program, and I want to respond to some.
Go on.
Okay. Yeah, the Fula community forming a security organization within a country that has rules and regulations. That's something that people want to for. Because our people shouldn't take it lightly. This thing happened in Somalia. It happened in Ethiopia. Even in Nigeria, here or here. The people, they put all those things that they say are human rights, where they get there, and they did it, and it have become problem for Nigeria today. You see, since 1976, here Barrow was overthrown. You have never got a good government in Somalia. It derives from the same Fula people. So we should be very mindful. And we get a good chance to organize a security force. Our people will cry. But as long as we are living, we advise them that they should not allow these things to happen. And they should be punished for what they have done. Thank you.
Thank you. 07777 1075 0555. Yeah, 101075. 07777 1075. 0555 101075. So there will be the final washing of the degree. You are invited. The washing of the degree.
Oh,
the final washing. Washing
okay.
it.
So you're taking us somewhere?
We'll wash the degree and put on the sun. Let the sun shine on this morning.
I'm glad, I mean, for me, but I'm a man. I'm Walla Lorena. Some kind of way I have been part of this journey. So,
so
even if I enter late,
we'll finally wash the degree today. We've been washing the degree since last week.
For me, I didn't take part in the washing.
No, we've been
the second washing. No washing. I will wash.
They get it. Christ have the second coming. The second coming is the mighty coming.
And we are all prepared for
that.
that.
Yeah, we'll take all the righteous.
We are prepared for that coming. There's some kind of fearful thing, do you know that? Before we come to that, do you know that AI is you and my sister now yet? Your woman saw you sitting down with another woman, and somebody said, "No, that Emmanuel that AI." I mean, they are taking it seriously. That you will see kind sitting in front of you. Then you say, "Kind, how are you?" And kind be thinking, "Which kind? Kind is not here. This is AI."
This AI, yeah.
Well, we're taking it for joke for anything serious. You understand? So AI decided to show us how the rapture will happen.
Wow. So many years straight.
The hair at the back of my neck.
Yes, yeah.
Your friend talking, only clothes will remain behind. The person just lost.
I
may walk through the cloud. I saw my head, I mean, you better start watching those things. I said, no, bringing reality to me. No, make me feel that this thing is real. And you hear God talking to Moses from the cloud. You see Elijah in the air. And you see it. Just how you have imagined it, AI give it to you in your just how you imagine it. So
that human imagination
artificial intelligence.
That's artificial intelligence, but it's lower than SI, and that is supernatural intelligence.
Supreme.
Yeah. So I would like to say, to all my women in the faith, all my mommy in the deaconess. Madam Titi is the deaconess.
Oh yes.
So deaconess Titi.
The CEO.
Deaconess. CEO. Can you imagine? Deaconess CEO / manager Titi Kane.
Wow. The title too well. Yes,
IWD, International Women's Day, or
Women's Day.
In Liberia or South Liberia, Liberian women, Liberian mothers. Oh, mothers, I am so proud of you. Strong women. Strong woman, them. I am so proud of you. Yeah, Mama Rebecca David, my mom, Freedom.
I see Rebecca too, Rebecca Brown.
Your mom?
Yeah,
Emmanuel, since the mother decided to have your mother first name, she decided to have my mother last name.
Oh.
My mother is Freedom Brown.
Wow.
So
My mom is Rebecca David.
And mine is Rebecca Brown.
that's it.
So you boy want
Pele.
Okay, Pele Basa, no, one way or the other, I'm Basa Pele, so it's like the both tribes just kind of intertwined. They love each other too much. That means I will not marry Pele, me one Pele, me fe. America in play. So, like to say International Women's Day to all the women, including women working here at Spawn, myself, Lorena Honoree. Happy Women's Day, says Patricia Tapo. Happy Women's Day to you, Rosemary McKeever. Happy Women's Day to you, Euphemia Mato. Happy Women's Day to the cohort. If I can call her Mary Bro, her name is Kumar. To me. Princess Logan,
our
female security, all of the female interns, all of you. We say Happy Women's Day. You are a woman, you are a getcha. Happy Women's Day to my dynamic daughter. Yeah, the one I can make my heart smile every day. That God just bless me with. Happy Women's Day. Coretti, Latife, Atoka, Ruhana. Madam Mature, since 11 months old, mature more than your mom. Thank you for being mature more than me because you help talk a lot of senses into me. When I want to make some desperate decisions. You are so intelligent, Corretti. I don't even know why, but I just gave God the glory for you. I could have caused a lot of fire damages around, but you just kind of bring me back to my senses. Thank you. I love you. And all mothers, my aunties, my nieces, my sisters, my, cousins, all females, I say congratulations. Even if you're a baby, small baby get what are you woman? So RWD, happy RWD to you. I could call a lot of names, but I will celebrate you people online. And today I'm going to be talking to another woman, a dynamic one. Her name is Esther Bryan. She owns a palace, Pamper Palace. She takes care of skin and all of those things. I'm going to lecture with her. We're celebrating our own Women's Day, pre-Women's Day together. It's a good thing. I'm always going to be busy. If I want to be busy, it's a good thing. No, as a woman, I would like to say, hey, as much as you are a resilient, you could be resilient because I admire most women resilience. You go through a lot of things. I admire myself. I know what I go through on a daily. I feel conspiracies. I feel the manipulations. I feel the provokings, and I'm still calm. And I'm grateful to God. Like I said. Firstly, I look at this scripture, Exodus 14:14. I could be talking to a woman right now. He said, hold your peace, I will fight for you.
Yeah.
And then he will put somebody in your corner that will always keep you on the right path. Anything you now want, you cut it off. The Bible said it. Jesus said, you think Jesus made me go to the left and chop your hand from there? No. He was simply saying, Jesus always spoke in parables.
Yeah.
He was simply saying, the thing you're not interested in that will not bring you peace, cut it off. Yeah. Don't be done with it completely. So, if that will give you peace and keep you on the positive side and give you some positive energy, why not do it? Yeah, but I heard somebody told left to cut the hand off because they said, Jesus said, my left arm and me, I'm going to come on. No, that's why you talk to the papa, everything, you understand the situation.
You feel the pain,
when you go to heaven, go, in fact, judgment, they go, ask you to cut it. No,
they were quiet.
Interpret these things,
But guys, it's a good thing to always hang out, especially on a Friday morning.
It's Friday. We're taking it now.
Intern kind is so consistent with like that. Yeah, the fact that the internship almost coming expire.
Yeah, almost.
So you made the television.
Can't look at somebody you still be coming in the compound and be sitting down. But you say your internship expires, but then say I can stay down in the yard. So my end always so God first whatever you do again. Happy RWD to all women. I love you. I love myself more, and take care.
Okay, so kind of wrap up as we go.
Let me say thanks again for such an opportunity, and let me say happy Women's Day to all of the women, my beautiful mother, my sisters, Daniela, Fina, and the rest of the folks there, and also to Miss Lorena too as well. Thank you so much. Thank
Across the board to everybody, all the mothers, the sisters, the aunties,
the nieces,
the name goes on and on and on.
Yeah. And those females.
Joy Gideon, Catherine David, Vivian David,
All the
when I see you, it reminds me of my elder sister.
Yeah.
You see attitude.
Okay, so just accept me as her.
She said, you bring it well,
Give to give.
So that's it. That's how we go home.
Yeah.
We'll be back here on
Monday. Hopefully.
Monday, the team will be here. You can see the team will be back on
Monday
Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday, we here. Thursday and Friday, we here with another good edition, great one. So on behalf of the team, we say bye-bye. Have
Always go
yourself.
first in whatever you do, okay? All right.
And be good. Bye-bye.